For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. This my city, my city. Yeah, yeah. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. This my city.
Hey Beavs, and welcome back to StyledByBeaver 101. Happy New Year, it's 2023. I pray that we all achieve everything we have planned for the year. Our goals and our successes, everything will come to us in full fruition. I hope that makes sense, right? That our year will be fruitful. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this is my New Year's Eve look. I didn't record it before, but I decided to wear it today and post it because I figured it's pretty universal. You can wear it for Valentine's Day, which is coming up next month, or you can wear it for prom or a wedding. So I decided to go with something glittery and cool tones somewhat, and with a nude lip. Like I said, you can switch out the lip if you want. But yeah, I really like the look. It came out really nicely. I just want my hair, put a half a pack down, nothing serious, with a nice headband. And yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay guys, so for this look, I'm using the Pure Cosmetics Trolls palette. Sorry if I sound crazy tired. This is my 6th time trying to record this voiceover. It's been giving me problems. And sorry that I'm not even in frame. That's a whole other thing for another day. But excuse me, for face primers, I use the e.l.f. MintMelt Cooling Face Primer. It's a dupe for the Milk Makeup Gripping Primer. And I use the e.l.f. Puff Puff Primer. And then for my primer on my eyes, I'm using the Pinky Rose Eyeshadow Stick in Hip Hop. It's a nice creamy beige shade. And I'm just blending that out with my finger. It's usually creamy where I don't have to, but I don't know, it's feeling a little dry today. Maybe it's kind of cold in my room. So I'm just using my finger to really warm it up and blend it out onto my eyelids. I'm so tired. It's literally 3:59. I've been trying to do this since like 3:15, but I kept doing it incorrectly. Couldn't hear the sound, all that foolishness. Anywho, now I'm going in with the shade Fuzzy with a fluffy crease brush, and I'm blending that into my crease. This shade is like a really pretty peachy toned caramel shade. It's a matte. I'm just going to blend it out as my transition shade. Next, I'm going in with the shade Hugger. It is this beautiful deep brown, a matte shade as well, and I'm using this C-shaped brush. It's like more dense, and it picks up a lot of color. I'm gonna apply that to my outer V and blend it all the way into my middle eyelid. And I'm also gonna bring a little bit of that on my lower lash line. For the rest of my eyelid, I'm going to use the shade Guy Diamond. It's this really pretty icy lilac shade it looks silver in the pan, but when you swatch it has a slight lilac undertone to it. I'm using my finger. You can use a wet brush, but I decided to use my finger, and I'm just applying that to the rest of my eyelid. I'm also going to go back in with the shade Hugger, the deep brown shade, and I'm going to blend that with Guy Diamond to make sure that they are seamless. Now for the really fun part, I'm going in with the deck of Scarlet Prismatic Glitter Gel in the shade Sundance. It's this really pretty white glitter with rainbow reflex. It's so pretty. It's like a bunch of different sizes of glitter. It's a glitter gel, so you apply it on and you can feel it's wet. It applies really nicely onto the eyelid, and once it dries down, it does not budge. It doesn't move. You gotta work somewhat fast. It does not budge, it does not move. I have to do a lot of work to get it off my eyes. But I figured out a system. You want to use a little bit of micellar water and oil to make sure you get it off when you're ready to wash your face. And then, wash your face regularly. I actually wore the same glitter on my wedding day. I did my wedding makeup. By the way, I should probably show you guys what I did, show you guys my wedding look for my 3-year anniversary this year. I think that would be cool. Anywho, I'm going in with the Seraphine Botanicals Luna liner. It's a black waterproof liner. It's a felt tip, not my favorite kind of liner to use. but this is what I had closest to me, so this is what I'm using to apply it. Not a dramatic wing, but a simple, nice, you know, little bit of a cat eye wing. Nothing, it's not a large wing though, really small. Try to keep it small because then, you know, when it gets big, it gets crazy. I'm just applying that to my eyes, and then I'm going to put the glue onto my lashes and let that dry a little bit, and we're gonna move on to the face. Oh, I forgot mascara. For mascara, I'm using the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara in black. This is one of my favorite mascaras, especially luxury. When it comes to luxury beauty, I love the lash, the roller. Oh my god, the wand on this mascara. Sorry guys, I'm so tired, so very tired. It's definitely 4:03 now. Anywho, I'm applying this to the top and bottom lashes. For foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation in the shade 340 Cappuccino. And I'm just spraying my e.l.f. sponge with my setting spray to make sure it's wet. And then I'm going to pour a little bit of the foundation onto my sponge and then blend it into my face. And you're probably going to see or have already seen a few of my kids just walking in and out of this video. I definitely cropped the frame, so you would have seen a lot more of them in the video if I didn't. But one of them is about to ask me, my son, actually my oldest son, is about to ask me to feed him his macaroni and cheese instead of him feeding it to himself, because apparently once mommy's busy, that's when I should be catering to him. Here I am, putting the spoon of macaroni to his mouth. Yep, there it is. You see the little orange spoon? Yep. Okay, so now for the lashes, I'm using the Lilly lashes in the style Falling For You. They're very pretty and simple. They're probably better for every day, but I didn't mind them. If you want a more dramatic look, I would definitely suggest going for a bigger lash, especially bigger on the outer part of the lash where, you know, it swoops up on the outside of your eyes. I think that would look really pretty, but I use these simple ones. I think it still looks nice and it still gives it a really nice look. I'm falling asleep. I'm so tired. Okay, so this is where we're at for foundation, and I look clearly way too close to the camera. Clearly, it's been a hot minute since I recorded, guys. Give me a break. Technically, I'm still on mat leave. Technically, I'm in my fourth trimester. I'm clearly in my postpartum stage. Anyway, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 40 Caramel, and I'm applying that to the under eyes, the nose bridge, the chin, the forehead, and the top lip, the upper lip. And I'm blending that out with my wet sponge. Concealer, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Honey, and I'm just using a tapered powder brush, and I'm just pressing that really lightly into the skin everywhere I apply concealer. And my son thought it was funny to play with my lights while I was using it. So he decided to turn it off, and he goes, "Oh, that's what the light is," once he turns it off. Oh my gosh. So at this point, my husband called to see if the kids are driving me crazy. And as you guys have been watching the video, yes, they've been driving me just a tad bit crazy. But this is the life of 4 kids. At this point, you've already seen 3 of my kids make an entrance, or even a small entrance, or an elbow or a hand in the video at this point. But my husband is at work, so he was checking to make sure that they haven't driven me crazy. Thankfully, the newborn was asleep. I did give birth to our 4th child October 2022, so thankfully he was asleep and he wasn't giving me no problems. But the other 3, obviously, they wanted my attention once I wasn't giving it to them and I was focused on this video. Anywho, for setting powder for the rest of my face, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose setting powder in 35 Deep, and I'm just using a big fluffy powder brush to blend that into my skin. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Stalkr Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. I'm using a more tapered fluffy brush to blend that into my cheekbones and my chin, the perimeter of my face, so like my forehead, and also my nose a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to set my face with the Mask Hydra Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray a few spritz to my face and then fan it dry. And then we're going to go in with highlighter. For today's look, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby. I love this shade as most people do. It's such a pretty shade. It's a really nice champagne color. And I'm just applying that to the high points of my cheeks and my nose. You could definitely go with a more icy highlighter if you wanted to match your eye look a bit more, but I was not feeling that today. I really wanted to use Hustler Baby, so I applied it anyway. And this is kind of where I realized I did not have a blush brush with me, or a blush at that. And usually if I don't have a blush, I'll use an eyeshadow, but I didn't have the brush with me. So I'm going back in with that crease eyeshadow brush, and I'm using that same shadow using the crease Fuzzy, that peachy tone color, and I'm just gonna apply that to my cheeks. And I'm using the brush and also my finger so it doesn't look too patchy or crazy because the brush is so small for such a large area. You can't really see it on camera, but in person it looks really pretty and natural. Had I had my blush brush, I would have been able to apply just a bit more, and you would have definitely seen it in person. Not in person, on camera. Sorry. Okay, so for lips, I'm going in with Tarte Cosmetics Tarte's Lip Paint in the shade Fortune. It's a liquid lipstick. I'm applying that to my lips as my liner. I've been seeing this trend go around for quite some time now, and it definitely helps your lip look last so much longer instead of it being a liner. Liners last long, but liquid lipstick lasts even longer. So I'm applying that to my lips, aligning my lips with it, and then I'm gonna go in the middle with Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector in the shade 1. And my video cut off before I could finish blending it out, but this is basically the finished look. Oh, my daughter's so sweet. This is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe. Definitely follow me on Pinterest and Instagram and all that great stuff, and I will see you guys in my next one. Happy 2023, Happy New Year. I can't wait to see what this new year holds for all of us. Nothing but blessings to everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.